Hey guys, and welcome to the first December work in progress video for the romance books that I'm working on this month. Today is December 4th. It is currently 11:17 p.m. and I'm just getting ready to close out here on the computer and move back to the living room and switch over to work on my tablet. But today I did work on, technically, some romance stuff for Truth and Chains, which is Vito and Elias. I wrote part of an important scene just randomly. It was stuck in my head, so I wrote it out. And that was 814 words that contributed to my word count today, which was very nice. But that's all I have right now. It'll be a little while before I get back around to an actual romance novel, but in the meantime I might write some more scenes for them. I might go back to working on the Thanksgiving short story that I'm working on for them. Yes, I'm doing that, even though I'm not finished with their book yet. But otherwise, the next thing I work on that's a romance is... it might actually be Truths and Chains. Nope, it is Rowan the Healer. Which I guess is actually right after Pittman's Legend, which is the next book that I'm working on, so... it actually won't be super long before you see me again with a romance, so that's something. But that's all that I have for right now. I'm going to close up shop here, move out into the living room, and hopefully make just a little bit more progress here before midnight, but we will see. And I will see you guys presumably when I make it around to Rowan the Healer, unless I touch on some more Vito and Elias scenes or the Thanksgiving short first. But otherwise, I'll see you at some point. I totally almost forgot to update you on this. It is 2:37 in the morning on December 6th, and for another little piece of our romance work in progress here, I'm sorry, I'm fixing my video order here on Google Keeps, and I accidentally messed one up. But for the romance thing, yesterday I was dicking around writing a scene that was stuck in my head. About Tito, which is the brother of one of the main characters from Truths and Chains, which is one of my other romances. And I ended up writing a whole ass chapter, which was 1,674 words of that. It's a romance. It is currently untitled. It's currently called Tito Romance. So I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to genuinely continue forth with it as a book right this moment, or if I'm going to continue forth with it as I'll work on you occasionally when I feel like it, which is sort of what I'm doing with the Vito and Elias Thanksgiving thing, and a zombie work in progress that is not a romance, so it's not here, obviously. Not 100% sure which way that will go right now, if I'm going to count it as an active progress project or not. But regardless, if I do manage to finish it eventually, it will be counted as like a finished book. I just don't know if it will be listed as an active work in progress on my Excel sheet or not. But we'll see. Right now it is just listed under random word count under the project name Tito Romance. So we'll see how things go, but I wanted to make sure to update you guys on that because I completely spaced it earlier. That is also what I'm working on right now here on the 6th. I'm not tired yet, so I'll probably continue working on that for a little bit. But currently, as it stands, counting the words for the first 5 days of December, I have written 13,846 words, and I am so damn proud of it. I didn't think December was going to go well, especially with the way day one started off with an anxiety attack, but I'm very proud of the progress that I've made so far this month, and I'm hoping that I can stick to it as the month goes forward. Keeping track of things using Excel and Keep Notes and Google Tasks and Google Reminders and my calendar, those have all helped me drastically this month. I think it is one of the main reasons that I am accomplishing much at all, because I'm consistently pretty frazzled and consistently in a nice bout of brain fog, potentially related to my anxiety, potentially related to my underactive thyroid. Both of them can cause that, and I'm hoping that it's just either one of those and that there's obviously no underlying issue causing it instead. I would much prefer it be one of those. for what I assume are obvious reasons, but the calendar and the tasks and all of that really help me focus and function, and I wish I had started using it sooner. I'm not sure if that is the only thing helping this month or just one of the pieces, but either way, I'm attributing a large part of it to that right now. But that is all that I have for this very moment. I'm going to go ahead and brush my teeth and all of that, and then come back out here and continue working on the Tito Romance thing, and then I will presumably update you again on it before I go to sleep. So I'll see you soon, presumably. Alright, it is currently 4:34 a.m., which was not the plan, but that's okay. And I didn't end up writing a ton in it. I mostly just dicked around after I finished editing the first December work in progress video, but I'm currently sitting at 2,082 words on the Tito Romance thing, which is about 400-ish words more than I started with today. But I'm not going to put that into my Excel sheet yet. I would like to see if I can finish the chapter before I put it in, so when I wake up, I'm going to start by working on the Tito Romance thing, and we'll see where it goes from there, and I will give you guys an update at some point today after I wake up. But otherwise, I'm going to go to sleep because I'm tired. And I will see you guys with an update on the Tito Romance thingy sometime during the day, depending on when I wake up. So, hooray. Popping in for a quick romance update. Here it is 8:55 p.m. on December 6th, and I just finished chapter 2 of the Tito Romance thingy. We're currently at 3,400 words. The 1 refers to this here, but 3,400. So I have added that down here, and that brings today to 1,726 words, and it brings my total for the month so far to 15,572. So, progress. Things are going okay. I'm very happy with the second chapter too. This is the very first romance I'm writing that doesn't switch back and forth between both main characters every single chapter, so that's exciting. And things are going well so far. I still don't know if I'm willing to put it on the project list or just work on it sometimes, but either way, I am happy with the way things are going, and that's all I got. I'm gonna move on now to the next book on my list, which is Rowan the Healer, which is another romance, so I will see you guys in this video soon. Alright, we are going to pretend that I'm not having a horrible acne flare-up today, and we're going to go ahead and walk through some of the stuff that I haven't updated you on in a little while. Both of my SD cards were completely filled up with videos for videos that I hadn't edited yet, but I've gotten some of those off of my SD cards, so I have a little bit of room to finally record again. So it's currently December 11th, but we're going to go back all the way to the 6th to talk about Rowan the Healer, and I wrote 760 words there. And for this video, this is, obviously you guys know it, but this is for me. This is the romance video, so I'm only going to walk through the romance things that I have done since then. So 760 in Rowan the Healer. Rowan the Healer is my Rapunzel retelling. Things are slow there, generally, but I am still enjoying it. It's just going slow, and sometimes that happens. On December 7th, I wrote 2,244 words in Vito and Elias's Thanksgiving short story novella thing. On December 8th, I wrote 1,272 words on that as well. And that appears to be the only romance stuff that I have worked on since the 6th. I am supposed to work on Truths and Chains today, which is another romance. That's the one that Vito and Elias are from. So hopefully I get around to that, and hopefully I will update you on it. But we will see how things go with everything else that I'm doing today. I've already finished editing for Gent for the day, so I have that done, which is awesome. But I do have some other website stuff that I need to do, and some animal stuff that I need to do, and potentially even install some closet doors. So we'll see. And if I get around to Truths and Chains, I will see you with an update. It is currently 5:27 p.m. on December 12th, and we're going to go ahead and talk about yesterday with Truths and Chains. I will say I'm also working on edits up here for Gent, so I'm going to continue doing that while my Excel sheet loads here. I didn't accomplish as much in Truths and Chains as I would have wanted to, but that's okay. It was mostly because I did install one of the closet doors last night, and then, like I've said before, I get overheated very quickly now, which seems counterintuitive based on the whole insensitivity to cold thing, but I get overheated very quickly, and when I get overheated, I get sick to my stomach, and it makes me very nauseous, and I get a bad headache, which is fun, but it does inhibit my ability to work on anything. But I wrote 214 words yesterday on the 11th, and that brought my total for Truths and Chains to 10,740 words, and it brought my total for December so far to 26,316 words, which is great. If I'm aiming to write 60,000 words this month, which I am, I would need to write approximately 1.9 thousand words, 1,935.4, well, 0.5 if you round up, and if we take that times today, then I would need to be at 23,225 words today, 26 if you round up, so I'm about 3,000, yeah, roughly, ahead of where I need to be today, which feels great, especially given how the last 2 months went, if not the last 3 months at this point, I don't even remember. But with editing mixed in, and I'm trying to make up for the editing that I didn't do in November, so I'm going through almost an entire book in 15 days, almost done. I have until the 15th, so getting there. I have 13 more pages left for today's section that needs to be done here. So things are going well. I'm very happy with the progress that I've been making, even on the slower days. With Truths and Chains, that wasn't really a issue with the book or anything like that. It was mostly because of the headache and the sick to my stomach feeling. I'm not sure if I'm going to get back around to Truths and Chains today or if I'm going to move on. I would like to get back around to Serial Killers Anonymous this weekend, so that way, which is a crime book, so that way I can get back to the rewrite on that, because the plan is still to publish it next year, and if I don't get the rewrite done this month, I'm going to be completely screwed. And I'll have to scramble to find a new book to put out next year. And I don't really want to do that because Serial Killers Anonymous is already the book that I scrambled to find to put out next year. So we'll see how things go and hope that they go well. But that is all that I have for this very moment. I'm going to continue editing here in a few, though I am going to take a quick break to feed Bilbo because it's a little after 5 here. But if I don't work on Truths and Chains again today, the next book I'm working on is Murder at the Fang Marina, which is a supernatural book. So I won't see you again until either I work on the Tito Romance, the V&E Thanksgiving thing, or Hashtags and Homicide. Hashtags and Homicide is the actual book that I work on for my 10th project as I go through the cycle. But I might work on one of the other two in between. But we will see, and I will let you guys know. But for now, I'm already running out of space on this SD card again, so I'm going to try and keep updates short until I get more videos edited. But that's all that I have for right now, and I will see you guys soon. Hey guys, it is currently 4:03 p.m. on December 18th, and today I've been working on the Tito Romance that still doesn't have a name. It's just called Tito Romance * at the moment. Still not super far into that. I just wrote 4,000 words in it, which is, you know, nice. But I'm just not like super far into the book yet. He hasn't even met the gal quite yet. But I wrote 686 words in that today, which feels great. I'm very happy with that progress. I'm at 4,086 words at the moment, currently I'm writing a scene where Tito is in his kitchen while Vito and Elias are making slow cooker? I think that's what it's called, pot roast. Vito doesn't cook very well, so Elias is teaching him and making him cut up the vegetables and all of that for what goes in the slow cooker. You might be able to hear Celine meowing in the background. She's in heat, so she's at her door meowing, waiting for me to go in there and pet her so she can love up against my feet. So if you can hear her, that's why she's much louder than normal. But I'm very happy with the progress that I am making in this book. I think I'm going to officially chalk it up as an actual work in progress. I'm just not going to, probably not, cycle around to it every time. I might randomly work on it the same way that I do for Untitled Mysteries and the Vito and Elias Thanksgiving romance. Because I just think that just being able to work on it whenever I want is kind of nice, instead of waiting until I get around to it, because I know Tito, but I don't know Tito nearly as well as I know V, because out of the two, Vito causes the most trouble, so I know the most about him, because we have to deal with him more, and not deal with in a bad way, not like, oh, I have to deal with Vito again, more like, we have to problem solve for Vito all the time, so I know a lot more about him. I know a lot of his quirks, I know a lot of his traits, I know a lot of his speech patterns and the way that he holds himself and the way that he behaves around certain people, and I know a lot about Vito, but I don't know as much about Tito. He's much more reserved than his brother. Vito is the older brother. They're twins, but Vito was born first. So he sets out in life to protect Vito and keep him safe. He was raised that way, under the belief that that's like his job. And that's about all that I know. I know he's more reserved. I know he doesn't really necessarily still want to be in the mob, but he still is. And those are the main things I know about Tito. And that's making it a little hard to work on it, but I'm still making okay progress, and that's more than I could have asked for, truthfully. But with that being said, that is all that I'm going to put in this romance work in progress here. This is going to be the last clip in this video, and then the next time that I see you for a separate romance video, it will probably be either with this book as the starting clip, V&E, Thanksgiving, or whichever romance I have first, which is probably actually Truths and Chains, I think. But that's all that I have for right now. So with that being said, if you enjoyed this video, a like is always appreciated, and if you'd like to stay updated on my writing, my editing, the gaming videos I upload roughly every Friday, or anything that I do on this channel in between, feel free to subscribe. I'll have links to my authors pages as well as links to my social media in the description down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.